Hey guys, this is going to be kind of an impromptu episode of the Suited Shootist. Here in Dallas at the 2021 RANGEMASTER Tactical Conference. I got my buddy Jake from the Enlightened EDC. We actually met up at the TacCon in 2019 in New Orleans, and we've been kind of talking since then. And it's funny because for as much appreciation as I have for high-end clothing, this guy has a lot of the same attitudes towards high-end gear, and it was something we were kind of talking about just in terms of how a lot of that crosses over between the two arenas, and you've got a lot more experience with it than I do, so I'll let you kind of jump in on it.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I mean, a lot of people just will accept off-the-shelf solutions that I just generally have found in my experience to be suboptimal for my needs. So I go and modify or pay to have modified gear to my liking. So whether that's taking, a factory Glock and having it completely worked over by Boresight Solutions, or having a blade made just for me, like this.
Is that one of Matt's?
Yeah, this is Zulu Bravo.
Nice.
It's the Dusk.
Very nice.
But made completely to.
Dude, that is a gorgeous handle too. I mean, not just the contour on it, but the wood that he chose for that is phenomenal. Let's see if we can...
Damboina, bro.
That's really nice.
And it's very high-end steel, 3V.
Okay.
So it's meant to be, pretty much the toughest steel out there.
Now, let me ask you this, because this was something that I was wrestling with for a while, if somebody's got the money to just go out and buy a Boresight as their first gun, obviously...
Oh, yeah, more power to them.
If they have the means, you highly recommend picking one up.
It's so choice.
But that being said...
That's not for everybody. Absolutely.
Where was that breaking point for you? When did you make that determination that the juice was worth the squeeze to step up to that next level? Because that's something that I wrestled with for a real long time.
So I went through the deal where I didn't really like Glocks the way they performed for me.
Okay.
So I got into Berettas.
Was it a feel thing, or was there something tangible that you were seeing on the target?
I didn't like the way it ergonomically performed for me. Right?
So like you were shooting okay with it, but it just didn't give you the warm fuzzy.
Right.
Okay.
So then I got a little bit better buying the Langdon Tactical Beretta Elite, which I had a lot of personal bests with.
Nice.
I was already shooting optics on a Glock though.
Okay.
And at the time, you couldn't get the red dot slide for the 92 yet. So
gotcha.
I started looking for what I wanted. So it was kind of back to Glocks. I mean, Glocks are, they're reliable, right?
They're all over the place for a reason.
Right. Availability of parts, everything like that. There's a lot to like, right? But I didn't like how it felt. But then I started to hear about how the bore sight worked, the grip worked. I can't pull out my gun here.
Right.
Rules really, man.
What I'll probably do is do like an edit, maybe throw some photos up.
When we're off the premises.
Yeah.
Sure. I'll show it to you so you can see.
Cool.
But yeah, and I found that that work really was great for me. I can really grip the gun the way I need to grip the gun now, which makes all the difference.
Now, with you in Texas and Ben working in Florida, how did you kind of just do one of his stock packages, or was there like a consultation process? How did that work?
It was kind of a consultation. He's pretty good about that. He'll go through the process with you and talk about what you need and all that. But yeah, I just wound up with a duty series with an upgrade to like a signature hybrid. But yeah, you still pick the options that you want. There's nothing required. You select options off the menu as you go.
Okay. And if you don't know exactly what it is that you need, he kind of helps to guide that process?
He does. And
he's
he's a guy who shoots, he trains, so he actually understands.
Awesome. So it's one of those, basically, from what I'm hearing, is that once you're kind of in the groove and once you've got a good baseline of what your capabilities are, then maybe that's the time to start exploring more ergonomically friendly solutions, because again, I mean, just like with an off-the-rack garment, it's cut to fit as many people as possible, which means it's never going to fit any one person all that well.
But I do think that you should still start with you know, a basic simple firearm, say a Glock or whatever, and learn how to fundamentally do work with it, and then say, hey, now I need this extra performance, right, tailored to me. So now I'm gonna,
for sure.
but I know what I need.
And that's exactly it. Is being able to articulate what it is that isn't there.
Correct.
Is kind of the trigger for those upgrades.
Absolutely,
Because
yeah. There's an impetus behind it. It's not just, hey, I felt like. I mean, you can, but
for the longest time for me, I was almost kind of punishing myself because I was not a good shooter by any margin, and so I was like, you don't deserve, you know, it's like you don't deserve the upgrades.
That's for winners, closers.
Yeah, coffees for closers. But in the same vein, kind of taking a page from the PNS doctrine is like mechanical advantage is mechanical advantage.
Sure.
So it's just about kind of finding that balance.
Absolutely.
So, are you shooting the match?
I am.
Okay, cool. Well, I will be as well. You know, we'll see how that comes out. I'm assuming you're gonna whip my ass, but let's see what happens.
Find out, huh?
Whatever. It's because you got that Gucci pistol.
Whatever you tell yourself, bud.
It helps me sleep. All right, man. Well, hey, I appreciate you taking the time, and you know, we might do another one of these here.
Always, man.
All right, cool. Well, if you guys don't already, check him out, the Enlightened EDC on Facebook, Instagram. You got a website coming out ish?
Working on it.
Okay, cool. So yeah, those two, and then he's got more coming out. Definitely somebody solid to follow. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Stay sharp.